Hello and welcome to another Cedar Creek Motorsports 2-minute overview. This time we're going to be trying to get through the brand new 2025 Can-Am Outlander 850 XT. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock, see if we can do it. Can-Am's made a ton of changes to the Outlander 850 for 2025. The biggest being the all-new 999cc engine. In 850 trim, it's producing 82 horsepower. If you do jump up to the 1000, that's going to be making the crazy 101 horsepower on an ATV. Both 850 and 1000s get a dual overhead cam V-twin. They also get higher compression from 2024, and they do have higher efficiency intake and exhaust tracks inside the engine just to help you get more power and get a lot better of a power band. That's really the trick nowadays, is not just giving you more power, but giving you usable power. Can-Am also made some changes to the suspension to make sure that you can control all that power. So now up front, you are gonna have 10.8 inches of suspension travel. That's over an inch more suspension travel than you got on the 2024 Outlander 850s. You do also get a ½ inch more ground clearance, and that's in part thanks to their arched A-arms that they have on the front. They had those on the 2024, but what's really cool with the 2025 is Can-Am did put the arched A-arms on the rear. So instead of having that trailing arm setup that they used to have, this does have your arched A-arm rear suspension. That's gonna help you stay a little more in control when you are on twisting, bumpy trails. Those trailing arms were great for hooking up if you're on a nice wide open straight trail, but these are gonna be a lot better once you are in the twisty, curvy, bumpy trails. It's gonna be a lot more manageable. You're gonna be able to use all that power a lot easier. This being an XT model, it does come with their 3,500 pound steel cable winch on there, and you are getting these nice aluminum alloy rims that have been updated for 2025. I think these look a whole lot cooler, but let us know in the comments what you think about these new rims, or what you think about the whole 2025 Outlander 850. They did a lot of work on these. This is their new XT front bumper, which you'll see right down here. Has these nice toe points, or tie-off points. Makes it a lot easier strapping it down to a trailer, or if you gotta pull someone out, it's a much better point to attach a rope. Can-Am did add this nice deep storage container on the front here, and you do have your standard Link accessory mount systems on the rack around the perimeter. The front rack is rated to hold 120 pounds, which is a nice jump up from 2024, which I believe was only rated for 100 pounds on that front rack. You do also get a very similar rear storage box back here, nice and deep as well. This rear rack will be rated for 240 pounds carrying capacity. And on the rear here, Can-Am did add these really nice LED taillights and brake lights on the rear of the Outlander 850. They also give you a really nice large XT rear bumper that's gonna help keep those protected. For 2025, they are starting to add license plate mounts. So you no longer have to zip tie it, make your own mount. It actually has one built in from factory, which is really cool considering so many more roads and trails are opening up here in Wisconsin and other states in the USA. And then all the way at the bottom, we still get our 2-inch receiver. There is a 1,830 pound towing capacity on this machine. And to help handle that, these rear shocks will have 12 inches of suspension travel, and you can adjust the preload on there. So if you really load it up, you can ramp that preload up, make sure that the Outlander is still sitting as it should. It's not squatting down. That's just gonna help you control whatever cargo you're taking with you a lot better. And with so many more roads and trails opening up in Wisconsin, a lot more people are starting to use their phones as GPSs, ways to navigate through. So it's really nice that Can-Am did. They give you this nice phone container that also is pre-wired with a USB-C outlet. If you do need a standard 12-volt outlet, they do give you one tucked right underneath here. Very easy to get to, kind of tucked away so it's not going to be getting a lot of water splashing straight into that socket. Being the XT, you do get some handguards on there. For 2025, Can-Am did update their handlebar controls a little bit on the left-hand side. So you have a nicer kill switch, starter button, you have your integrated winch control right there, and then you have your headlight controls. So headlights are normally on. If you flip this up, that will put it into brights. Flip that down, headlights are gonna be on. If you wanna turn them off, you press and hold that down for, it's about 2 or 3 seconds. Headlights will turn right on off. You do get the 7.6-inch digital display. And over on the right-hand side here, this is where you'll get your 4-wheel drive controls. So you got your 2-wheel drive, and then you can put it into 4-wheel drive with their visco-locking front differential. So when it senses one wheel slipping, it's gonna engage the other wheel based on a fluid pressure inside the differential. Can-Am does also have what they call ITC. I'm gonna shut the engine off so it's not shaking around a bunch. ITC is their intelligent throttle control. So that's where you're gonna get a few different riding modes. You have work, sport, and standard. And then you also have IEB, which that is intelligent engine braking control. So if you prefer to let off the throttle and it's almost like applying the brakes, you can set it to do that. If you'd rather have it feel like it's gonna freewheel, you can use that IEB, tune it down, and then if you're letting off the throttle, it's not gonna do a lot of engine braking. It's gonna be more like it's freewheeling. Depends what you like. Everyone has their own preference there, depending if you're towing something behind you, you're on trails. It's really cool that they give you that adjustability on these new machines. There is a plethora of more information about these 2025 Can-Am Outlanders. So leave a comment with what you want to know. Give us a call at 262-377-5700 or stop on in at Cedar Creek Motorsports in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Let's get riding. Thanks for watching.